Hello, sorry, I'm taking your time. There are two charts here. Hello, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate. I do appreciate things. I'm good. I'm good. Can you hear me? Can hear me? Please, someone should let me know if they can hear me from here. Let's pin this up. I'm getting kind of receiving enough video to maintain. So, all right. Hello, host. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat so I can know someone is hearing me. Okay. Since you can hear me, no worries. Please help me share the chat. Help me share the video, the live video, so that others will join us. Others can be able to join. Share the video, because today we're gonna talk on prayer. We have been doing this, and it's time to start. All right, now I know you can hear me. We're gonna start, but before then I want to connect to Facebook. You have to bear with me. We are live on Facebook, and I'm glad. Are you? Yeah, because today we're gonna talk about prayer. That's a secret. That's our secret to succeed in life. So, I think I removed something, but I don't know where I placed them. Anyway, enough of this. So we have tried for taking too long and doing some of these things. So let's begin. I want to make sure everything is finally okay before we start, because I would not want any distraction as well. All right. Okay. All right. Let's begin. Have you ever felt like your prayers are going unheard? Unheard. Like your prayers are not being answered. What is it for you? Or maybe you struggle to, stay focused while praying. I know. I can understand you as well. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone because I have been there as well. I have been there. And it's not something we can overlook. In as much as we try to overlook it, we try to avoid it, paying attention to it. But it's not something we can overlook. It's something we need to take charge of, take control of our lives. So, hello everyone. I'm glad to see you and meet you again, live and direct. Hello, and yeah. So, welcome to today's live section. We'll be doing this every week. I've looked up to this moment for a long time. It's just when there are a lot of commitments, so you feel like, okay, I'm gonna do that maybe some other time, and that's it. So I'm glad we are here live and direct. If you're tuning in for the first time, then my name is Maryann Nnaji, a life coach, and I help people to build strong relationships. Yeah, not just in love, but also in faith and personal growth. Today, we are diving deep into the power of prayer. The power of prayer. And how you can use it to build a strong spiritual connection with God. Trust me, this is a conversation you don't want to miss. You will not want to miss this. So, what you will learn in this live section, you will learn by the end of this video, or by the end of this live streaming, live section, you will understand the true meaning of prayer and how it strengthens your faith. The best ways to pray for a deeper spiritual connection. You will also learn how to overcome distractions and make prayer a daily habit. Also, you will learn the powerful prayer techniques that brings real results. So, before we dive into this video or this live section, let me know in the comments below. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to prayer? Is it consistency, focus, or just knowing what to say. Sometimes there are times when we pray, we don't really know exactly what to say. Maybe that may be your problem, the challenging part of your own struggle. Drop your answers below and we'll talk about it. We are here live to discuss about this, and I will want to know, and in case of maybe I want to see comments so I don't get missed out when you comment here. So, I see. Okay. All right. So, let me do this. So, in order for us to be able to achieve this goal of ours, let's begin with what is prayer and why its importance in our daily lives. Why do we need prayer? We need prayer for so many things. We need prayer to succeed in life. We need prayer to be able to achieve our life's goal. Those little daily activities, even the stress, we need prayer to be able to stay calm. Because without prayer, we can't achieve anything. We can't achieve anything. So, what is prayer? Prayer is not just about asking God for something, because a lot of people see prayer as a moment, that time we open up our mouth to say to God, I need this, I need that, no. It's not just about asking God for things. We need wealth, fame, and all those things. We start asking in prayer, in as much as he said we should ask in prayer. But that's not just prayer. That's not what prayer is all about. Prayer is about building a relationship with God himself. Prayer is about building a relationship with God. And how? I don't want to go out of this place, but I'm seeing some things I need to just take a look at somehow. So, prayer is not about when we ask God for, we need this, we need that, That's not what prayer is. Prayer is about having connection with God. Prayer is about having deep connection with God. Give me some minutes, just some seconds, not minutes, some seconds. Think I have some little all right, let's see what's happening. So I don't know what's going on here, but no matter what it is, we'll sort it out. I don't want to get distracted by this. But I am seeing let's see if I can. I didn't do this earlier. I don't know why I didn't. Okay. But I'm not seeing anything like. All right. Maybe. Let's just see how it goes. Anyways, let's forget about that. And I've done my best. And my best I have done. So, we need prayer to succeed in life in order for we to achieve what we want, the purpose why we are called in this world. We do not just exist because we want to exist. No. So what's prayer? And why is it important? First thing is, prayer is communication. You know, just like any strong relationship, your connection with your God depends through regular, heartfelt communication. Like you communicate with your spouse or your kids. So when you have deep communication and regular, you do this regularly, you see, you will have a relationship, closer relationship with your God. So prayer also brings clarity and peace. And you may want to know, how does prayer, do we do all this to achieve this? Yeah. Prayer brings clarity and peace. When life gets, that moment, life gets overwhelming. We are full of a lot of challenges. We are about to give up. Prayer helps you refocus and find peace. That's what prayer does. Now, there is also another thing, another crucial thing why we need prayer in our daily lives. I know you may not know, but do you know prayer also strengthens your faith as well? That moment when you start feeling down, when you are no longer motivated, faith in anything. Like I say, when I say faith, I'm not just saying faith in God, but faith in anything you do. Because also the Bible tells us, whatsoever you do, do it in the name of the Lord. So everything we do, and we have Him in mind, this is when you start understanding that God is the center of what you do. And now, the point here is prayer strengthens your faith more. The more you pray, the more you recognize God's presence in your life. But when we do not pray, let me tell you what it looks like. We start thinking there is no God, there is no this, there is no that. Where were God when I was suffering? Where were God when this was happening? Because we start putting these things as a reason, but we forgot that we need prayer in order to be able to stay focused, calm, be at peace, and also grow our faith. I want to give you a Bible reference so you understand. The Bible also reminds us in the book of Jeremiah 29 verse 12. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me. You see, we still need to call on Him and pray to Him. And He said, and I will listen to you. So, tell me, when you do not call on your Creator, the one you believe that gives you, He's the source why you are living. He's the reason why you are living. Without Him, how do you exist? That's where sometimes I see a lot of people make this mistake, thinking they just came from the blues. No one came from the blues. We came from somewhere. Someone created us, put us in this form we have become. The animals in the bush, the things we use, we are the ones who form some of the things we use here on earth. But there are things God put in place already before man started recreating what God has created. God is always listening to us. But the problem is that we do not really understand Him well to be able to know that He's there listening. He's at the door of your heart knocking. This same Bible reference, Jeremiah 29:12, also says, but you, that is we must approach Him. We must approach Him with faith and consistency. Not today when you need something, you call on God. Tomorrow, you got it. You abandon Him. You go your way. Not that. Call on Him all the time. Be consistent. If you pray daily, consistent. That's what He wants from you. Consistency. Consistency. I hope this is making sense to you, because we need to conquer and achieve the goals while we are here, and be able to stay grounded in faith as well, and in connection with him. We really need him. Without him, we are gone. We are gone. Like with a twinkle of an eye, we are gone. We are gone. But because of him, we still exist. Yeah, we still existing. So, right now, I want to share with you how you can. I made a YouTube video on prayer, and I asked some questions over there, and what I was getting from the questions is being consistency. A lot of us know how to start praying, but being consistency on prayer is the challenge we are facing, most of us are facing. And we have all been there. I know we have all been there. I've been there. Those moments when you are like, don't kill yourself. Don't be guilty. Don't feel guilty about it. Just remind him you are still there. And he will let you know that he's still there as well. He will show you sign that he's still there. He never abandons us, even if we. So the thing I keep getting from this video I made about prayer is to stay consistency. And I know, like I said, I have been there. I know how it feels. So right away, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can stay grounded and be consistent in your prayer life, in having this great connection with God, with your Creator. I don't know what you believe in, but I know we have a Creator who created us, who made us, who put us in this form and make us be this unique. We are so unique in our own ways. He made us that way. So the first step I'm going to give you here is to create a prayer routine in order for you to be consistent in prayer. Consistency is the key to achieve anything you want in life. Anything at all. Anything. Once you are consistent and determined, you will definitely achieve what you are looking for. So, the first step is to create a prayer routine. Set a specific time and place for prayer. You can do that in the morning. It all depends on your waking life. You know, that moment, that time, you have this, too much schedules. You've scheduled so many things. Always put this in as part of your schedule. Don't skip it. Set it. It can be in the morning. It can be before bed, being in the evening. It can be in the evening or on lunch or break time. It all depends on you. But what's important is that you are working towards building that connection with your Creator. Another point I'm going to make under this creating a prayer routine is that you have to do your best to avoid distractions. Like how people put things as priority number one. Put this as your priority number one. You need to avoid distractions by tuning off, your cell phone or your smartphone, anything that can be a distraction to you. Or finding a quiet space. This is so crucial. You can't pray to God in a noisy environment. There must be a time when a noisy environment becomes calm. So it's now your responsibility to check out this period or this time when it's quiet, so you can pay attention and get connection, like get something out of this relationship with your God. Don't build a relationship you don't get something out of with God, with the Creator, your own Creator, that one who created you. Get something out of it, because he himself always have something for us, special things for us, but we are never ready to get them because we are too much interested in the physical distractions that are making us not pay attention to him. In order for you again to build a consistent prayer life, the second step is to use the ACTS prayer method. This is great for those who are starting. Yeah. If you have not been praying and you just want to start out, this is very useful. Very, very useful. You have to start the word ACTS. You have to start it. First of all, adoration. First of all, adoration. Oh, I love this part because this is the part that tunes us into the presence of the Lord. When that time you're in a physical environment and all of a sudden you start worshiping, adoring. You start praising him, and before you know it, you are in the spirit. You are in the presence of the Most High God, and things begin to happen in your life. Start adoring him, start worshiping him, and expressing gratitude. That moment you will start to remember, things will start coming up. Oh, the challenges you overcame in the past. You start thanking him for that. You start thanking him for the things he has done, the battle is fought for you without you knowing. That's the presence, that moment when you start realizing and recognizing these things. Bring them up in prayer. Start worshiping. Worshiping is another prayer I love so much. When you worship, you pray twice. I don't know if you know this. This is when you worship God, you are praying twice. And you need it to succeed. You need it to achieve your life goals. You need it to become the best version of yourself, to become the better you. That's what keeps us going. You can worship God. I don't know, in case you are starting out or you have been praying, but don't exactly even the right way to go about it. You can start by, if you don't know, you just Google some worship songs. You can be praying, you can be singing to lift the spirit to get to that level in the spiritual realm. The next one we are going to talk about is the C. You know, I told you to use the ACT method. The ACT method is a great method you can use to stay on track so you don't miss out anything. Yeah. You can use it to stay on track so you don't miss out anything. The ACT method is what keeps you in line so you get things in the right pace. So the C there is the confession. Confession. Acknowledge your weaknesses. Start confessing to Him and ask Him for forgiveness. Start confessing to Him. You know all your offenses, all you have done to wrong Him. That's the moment you start pleading for forgiveness. When you start pleading for forgiveness, He knows that, this my child has come again. He has come again, or she has come again. And the heavens will open up for you. Confess your sins before Him. Before Him. Do not be ashamed to tell Him what you have committed. He knows even before you say them. But He wants you to come to Him. Like we read in the book of Jeremiah 29:12, that we must come to Him. And He will listen to us. That is our God. That's the God I worship. That's how to get closer to Him. How do you get closer to people? The relationship we build with God is similar to the relationship we build with people. But the thing I understood here, the thing I know, and I notice that people think all the time that there are ways you relate with God and there are ways you relate with man. No. It's the same over. You want to have a friend, you don't call, you don't chat. That friend, we just, sometimes some of them might think you are no longer their friends. So they don't see you as part of their friends because you no longer call them. When we come closer to God, He comes closer to us. So what here is, building a relationship to be in right connection with God, you must follow this method. A lot of us do not follow this method, and that is why we do not get the complete the package He has for us. When you have a friend you don't check on, or anyone at all, you know them, but you don't check on them, and tomorrow, what happens? What happens tomorrow? Tomorrow, I forgot to check on this, my friend. Within you, that's what you'll be saying. I have not remembered this, my friend. And you meet this friend will just be normal with you. The friend will no longer see you as the close friend like before. We don't see like every other friend, every other person. Like we see people on the road who greet us, we reply, we greet them back. That's exactly what it is. It's just that. But when you come closer to God or come closer to this person, He says, one thing I love about God is that He has made things easy for us to understand. Made it easy for us to be able to duplicate it. But the point is we are not. We are duplicating things. When you call, why did God call David a man after my heart? There is a purpose for that. There is a purpose for that. God called David in the Bible, King David, a man after my heart. The same King David, a lot of people knew as a man who have many wives, many concubines, who takes people's wife, and so on and so forth. But God still sees him as a man after my own heart. Why? It is this act of confession. Act of confession where he sinned against God. Oh, immediately he realized he have sinned against God. He will start asking for forgiveness instantly. Immediately. That's why God called him a man after my heart. So, enough said of this question. Let's move to the next one. And that is the T. The T section here is thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. Oh, when we start expressing gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for life. Thank you for love. Thank you for seeing another day. For sunshine. For rain. Do you know when you start thanking God for things like this? But we start saying Jesus. We start saying, oh, where are those angels? Go and know what she needs. Give it to her. Give it to him. What does he need? Please, instantly, no delay, because you are realizing, you are praising, you are telling him. There's in native language. What does that mean? He says, when you praise the king or the mighty, the giant, what he has done, he will do more. He will do more. He will do more. That is exactly it. These are the secrets. You will not pray for a long time, but you see, when you follow this method, there's nothing you want from God you cannot get. There's nothing you want enough. You don't need to open your mouth to say them. You don't need to water them. It's happening. That's God for you. Express gratitude for the blessings in your life. Do you see the people around you as blessings? Do you see your children's blessings? Do you see your husband as a blessing? Do you see your wife as a blessing? Do you see people, friends, even those you don't know, as blessings? You meet people. There are privileges we do not need to take for granted. We take things granted, and God doesn't love it. He doesn't like it. You want to win his heart. You're gonna be thankful. You're gonna be thankful for little things. You're gonna be thankful, to be honest. The 2 days, Thanksgiving. Like I said, it's a secret to achieve anything you want in this life. So, that's said. Let's move to the next, and that is the X. The X there is the supplication. Supplication. And that's the final one. Act. Just for ACTS. Supplication presents your needs and desires, God. That's why I said, when you follow this process, you start adoring him. You start worshiping him. You start praising him. He starts. Oh, if it is dance, you can start dancing. He will be dancing with you. That is it. And the next, you start saying, I'm sorry, I've sinned against you. I'm not worthy to be in your presence. I know I have committed this, I've committed that. And then you go to Thanksgiving. And you start saying, thank you for life. Thank you for love. Thank you for... Start listing those beautiful things he has done. Saving you from sickness is a gift, is a blessing. There are people who are in the hospital. There are people who are not in the hospital. They are in their homes, but they are dying. But you are privileged to be alive, to move around, to eat well. There are people who cannot eat as you are eating. There are people who have difficulties eating normally. Their privileges we are taking for granted. We start thanking him. Your needs are met. You don't need to. Even before you get supplication, your needs will be met. But you still need to say, because he said, come to me, pour all your burden, and I'll help you carry them. I will carry your burden. And that's it. Anyway, enough said about this. That takes me to the third step to stay connected and be able to be consistent in prayer life and get connected to God. And this third step is pray with scriptures. You know, we do pray and we say some things, we don't pray with the scriptures. In that moment when you start praying to God, and what I encourage you doing is this: praying God's words with scripture will help you. In these 2 ways, I will explain them to you. Praying with scriptures will help you in 2 ways. And the first is praying God's words helps you deepen your spiritual understanding. Because when you refer back to him, to his own words, it will help you understand more about him and more about how things function in the spiritual realm. Now, let me give an example. If you are struggling, like let's say with fear, let's say you are struggling with fear, there are some scriptures you can use to pray to help you strengthen and not be fearful. So you can pray with the book of Isaiah 41 verse 10. You can pray that. Do not be afraid, or do not fear, for I am with you. Some versions use it, do not be afraid. Some versions use it, do not fear. And those words you can search on Google as well. I like to refer you. A Bible app I use, YouVersion. This Bible app, you can deepen your spiritual life through this Bible app on my phone. When you get to this search, there will be search, just type there about fear. You don't need to put prayer, just about fear, quotations about fear, and you will get to see a lot of quotations about fear in case you're struggling with fear. If you're struggling with doubt, self-doubt, there is nothing we go through here on earth that we don't have the scriptures in the Bible. Everything written in the Bible, we are experiencing them. It's just that we are lazy not to, not to go through, bring out the time to go through these things. But we can be on Snapchat, we can be on, TikTok for hours, watching videos, laughing, doing those things. But we cannot share like 10 minutes, 20 minutes to just grab just a portion of a Bible and read and meditate on it. So, this is how you pray with scriptures. You get, there are times, to be honest, that's why I said, whenever you have the opportunity, just do it. Do it as the Spirit leads. Do it as the Spirit leads. What's going on? Do it as the Spirit leads. So, what's going on here? I'm not even. So, yeah, I'm still live. So that's it. You have to pray with scriptures. That's the third step to be consistent and to ground yourself in the connection, to build that connection with God. You want to discontinue delay? Hold on. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, sometimes let me not deviate from this, please. I don't need this distraction. So, we move to the fourth step, and that's the final step for maintaining a prayer routine. For maintaining a prayer routine, here is a fourth step. And this fourth step is listen more than you speak. This is crucial. This is crucial because it's making sense, That moment, like I say, all those things happen even with our fellow human being. All this, the way we relate with her, just the way we relate with, is the same thing with God. It's the same thing with God. It's the same thing with God. There is no special way you relate to God. Just the only thing different is that I know you put a special time, but it's not that different, because if you want to commit to a friend, you're going to put your time and effort. You're going to be there for them. It's still the same thing, like I said. So, you listen more than you speak. In as much as I know that a lot of us like to speak more, we want to complain, we want to talk, we want to lay everything down, but we are not listening. The part of listening is where you grab the blessings. The part of listening is where you pick the point. The things he wants you to do to achieve that thing you are there for, you are asking him, is in the listening that you grab them. If you're not listening, you can't grab them. You can't grab them. There is no way. That's why after praying, we say we didn't even get anything, because you never listened. A lot of us see prayer as a place we talk, and that's the end. No. The listening part, the still part, the quiet part is when we grab, if we are really paying attention to him. Prayer is not just about talking. No. It's about listening to God. Listening to God. After praying, sit in silence. Like seriously, sit in silence. Give yourself some, let's say 5 minutes, just for silence. Depends on individual and how you pray and when you pray, because when you pray may determine how long you may pray. So, and allow the Holy Spirit, when you sit in silence, allow the Holy Spirit to speak to you. There are times due to our waking life, we think that our problem is external, whereas our problem is internal. It is in that silence you are sitting that you can discover is internal. And it is still in that silence you are sitting that you can discover that, oh, he has given me solution. Apart from he told you it's internal, he will tell you what to do to solve that. Yeah, it's in listening you grab the answers to everything. So, right now, I would love you to drop a fire, like a fire burning fire in the comment section. If you have ever experienced, if only you have experienced a breakthrough after prayer, drop the fire in the comment section. Let's see those who have had a breakthrough after prayer. Prayer is powerful. That's the secret we have. That's the secret we used to this is what we used to sustain our life. Without prayer, we are dead. We are gone. We are gone. But prayer is powerful. Prayer is powerful. prayer is wonderful. You don't need to miss it. So I'm waiting for your comment. The fire symbol in the comment section. Yeah, I need to say it to know those who have trick the enemy who's against you. That's the trick the enemy used to keep you down. How many of you have experienced this kind of distraction? It's an internal distraction. There are also distractions when you pray. It may be from people around you. They were not speaking. Maybe you were praying. They were not speaking when you started praying. When you were not praying, I mean. But when you start praying, they start making some, little distractions. This is the enemy trying to prevent you from praying. There are other distractions as well when it comes to praying. But I'm not going to be listing all of them, but I will just take one at a time and just give you answers to them. So the solution for this one, distraction in prayer. The solution I will give you is, like I told you, there are a lot of distractions. There are a lot of distractions. So what you need to do is, first, when it comes to distraction in prayer, the solution to this is to keep a prayer journal. Write down your prayers to stay focused. Why I said write down your prayers to stay focused is what will keep you, because when you put things down, tomorrow you come back and sit down. But when you try to save it in your head, to cram it all, tomorrow there may be a challenge. There may be something you might be struggling with and forget. It's so easy to forget things like this. It's so easy to forget things like this. So the best is to keep a prayer journal. I made a video where I talked about prayer journal. No, it was the journal. Sorry about that. No, I'll send it down. I thought I made that one. No, it's the journal. Write down your prayers. If you're praying, let me give an instance so you understand what I mean. If you're praying, like, let's say maybe you're fasting, I don't know, or you're saying about something, write down the thing you're praying about. Write down the day you started prayer and the day you're going to end the prayer. Then you again start writing everything you have been experiencing during that period. That's prayer. This is how you keep track of what's going on. If your prayer is you're succeeding in it, if you're achieving your goals. Like I told you anyway, that's another story of its own. That's another story for another day, because prayer is so crucial. We just need it to succeed. Without it, we can't do nothing. Like we're nothing. So prayer keeps you grounded, keeps you closer to your Creator. The second problem we face in prayer is feeling like God is not answering our prayer. Like I said to you, that moment you pray, you don't even know if you got something out of this prayer. I said this some minutes ago. You don't know if you got something out of this prayer you just prayed. Yeah. It's a challenge we need to overcome. And how do we overcome this challenge? We overcome this challenge. The solution is to be patient with God. There are some prayers you can answer instantly. Depends on how you prayed. Everything depends on your prayer method, like I said. The first thing that challenged me when I met my husband was about prayer. And it was a big challenge because I love that. I love to challenge myself in things like this. He asked me a question about prayer. How do you know when the prayer is answered? When God has answered your prayer in life? What is it talking about? He repeated himself again. And I said, I just answered it partially. That moment you just... So I said, whenever I get that thing, God has answered my prayer. That was my answer to him. But on the second thought, I had to think and said to myself, why did this one ask me this? And I said to him, okay. He said, for him, if he prays today and wants the answer today, he gets the answer today. I said, no, it's not true. That was so nice. I said, no. I feel like, no, it's not possible. I never believed it's possible. But he did. I said, okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to challenge myself. I said, no worries. I'm going to go home tonight and challenge myself. I went home. I didn't say that then. I prayed about us. I didn't know him. That was our first meeting. And I prayed about us. And God answered. But I never knew God answered. I only saw a vision. And this vision was where I prayed about us in terms of he wants me, and he said he prayed about it. So because he was asking me something about prayer, I had to challenge myself. I said, God, I asked God, told God, this is what I want in a man who will love you, who will take me to you, and a man who will love my footsteps. I never asked God for a man who is wealthy, those things, and because I know that wealth, people know what is wealth. There are things you have, you've got everything. Like the Bible says, seek him first, his kingdom, and his righteousness, and every other thing is yours. Everything is added. There are things we need to seek first. But that was just my understanding. That was the way I see it. That was the way I understood it. I was just doing that. And I made this prayer request. This is what I want. He was the first person who, anyway, that story apart. I don't want to talk much about it. But what I want to talk about is how these things, we can help ourselves to solve this problem. We can, yeah. I challenged myself that day I met him and prayed about us. And when I prayed, I saw a vision. But in the physical realm, I can't say that this is what it means. I don't know the meaning of the vision then. So I was like asking myself, what does this mean? What does this mean? I saw myself in the kitchen wearing a white wedding gown, and I was cooking, and then someone came behind and grabbed me and hugged me, and I turned and it was him. That was what I saw. I don't even know this one I'm talking about then. So, and that was it. So it's a challenge. We need to overcome this challenge, and we can overcome this challenge by challenging ourselves as well. So that moment you pray, you don't know if God is answering. The solution to this is be calm, be patient. God's timing is perfect. His time may not be your time. His time may be now, and your time may be maybe 5 years. For instance, you don't want to get married now. So you don't want to get married, but God's time may be now. That's life for you. That's life. So you have to keep praying and trusting God. Praying and trusting God. Praying and trusting God. When you continue praying and trusting God, His plans perfect at the right time. Everything is perfect at the right time. He does it at the right time. So prayer, when you pray, you feel like your prayer not answered. No. Just be calm. Calm your nerves. Be patient with God. Know that He knows your situation. You know, some of us use the situation we see ourselves in, the circumstances with ourselves in, like we're too desperate to get things done. That desperateness is what leads us to the situation we never want to be in. We never wish our enemy to be in, but we put ourselves in them because we are too desperate. Another challenge. Let's move on. Another challenge we face when it comes to prayer. I told you the first one is distraction in prayer. The second one is feeling like God is not answering. And the third one is lack of consistency, like I've said before. Lack of consistency is what makes us feel like, I don't even know if I should give up on this. No, don't give up. Don't give up. Just stay there. He will answer. He has never disappointed. You just have to keep doing it, pushing it. If you know how that thing that motivates you to go to work every morning, wake up every morning, even maybe if you're in the weather is cold, you put on your jacket, you go out to work. But so that is motivating you to get up in the morning and dress up even though it's cold and you're supposed to be in bed. Let that same thing motivate you when you go to God. Those things will be the same thing that will keep you consistent. You'll be consistent. So, the solution to lack of consistency is to set reminders, and start small. A lot of us want to start it big. No. Rome was not built in a day. And Rome was not built in a day. So what it means is start small. If it is praying, let's say one verse a day, it's something. When you pray that one verse a day, you meditate on it. You pray, like I said, it starts with the act method, adoration, confession. Then use that one verse as the Thanksgiving soon. You need to start small. Don't start doing it the big way. Try to be like those people. Don't look at anyone when it comes to things like this. I encourage you to never look at anyone. Like when I say anyone, don't try to compare yourself with Mr. A or Mr. B or she's doing. Let's say you want to fast for 2 days and someone is fasting for 5 days and or 3 days. You want to try. It's good to try anyway and not stopping from trying. You have to start small. You just starting because everything has level by level. So we start small. You fast for the first day and see how it goes. If it motivates you, the more you go on. That's how it is. So, but when we take things, too huge, because it will overwhelm us and we'll not even move forward again. So, starting small and setting reminders to do them is the solution to consistency. You can take 5 minutes a day. Those 5 minutes a day can make a big difference if only you pay attention and do it accordingly. Like I said, use the act method, and you'll see the difference in your life. This moment, I'm going to the testimony moment where you share your personal stories. You can share them in the comment section if you want. You can email me at glamour19@gmail.com if you want to share. It's up to you. So, like I said, I've told you some part of it in the beginning of my own testimony of prayer. I have a lot of testimony when it comes to that. But this particular one I shared earlier about prayer, when I prayed, he challenged me. That's my testimony because it's made me to know that I need to put things about me. Sometimes we feel like, I'm alone in this world. God, why am I going through all this? God, why? Ask yourself why? No. There will be no answers to that why until you calm your nerves and start trusting God again. No. that night, like I said, he was the third person that came for my hand in marriage. I never prayed for others. No, I never prayed. When I saw them, I didn't like them, so I don't pray them. When you don't like something, you don't about it. So you know, go for what you like. And when you see what you like, you go for them, and you go for it, and that's it. You achieve it. So when he came, and before he came, I've already gotten relations for people. They were telling me, and I'm like, I don't even know what is all this, but so I think God, you have to reveal it to your doctor. You know, I don't pray that much. You ever see me believe in my prayers? Not talk like that. I don't believe I pray at all. So I just start, and immediately when I got to meet him through someone, and I prayed, I told you people I prayed. When I noticed that when it started coming for my hand in marriage, first one I said, okay, God, maybe you want me to get married, I don't know, but this is what I want. So I now prayed about it. I said, God, there is also something I asked, but not doing that time. I just asked that because when the need arises, I had to. So God knows what He's doing, and everything was rhyming. He was the third person that came for hand in marriage, and that was it. So, but the thing is this, as he spoke about prayer, I always feel very happy. Like I was so excited every moment I passed through a church. There's a church I always pass through then. And when I pass through this church, I'll see people praying together, be together reading the Bible. And I'll be like, oh, one day I'll be part of this people. I can't wait to be part of this people. I don't even know what they're doing. But this is how I always long, to be part of a group of prayer. And that day came, and I'm like, okay. He talked about prayer. I said, okay, tell me more. He said, no, nothing. I'm just asking to know how you pray for God. I said, whenever that thing is done, God has my prayers. I don't know when and how, but I know that whenever I ask for something, and when I notice that it has been done, has been achieved, that's God answer. So he said, when he prays today, he gets the answer today. If he's praying today, I want the answer in the next 3 days, he will get the answer in the next 3 days. I said, no, this is not happening. No, this is not happening. It's like, oh no, I'm going to challenge myself tonight. And I did, absolutely, I did. And when I prayed, I got a revelation, which I do not know in them. Until when he called me. After some days, he called me and said, God has answered our prayer. So I said, our prayer, what do you mean? So I took that personally as like to challenge myself, not as to, into having an affair with him or whatever. I just said that. So, but he said, God has answered that. I'm his wife. So I said, I said, okay, since God has answered our prayer, I'm your wife. That was when I had to reflect back to what I saw after I prayed. And I started saying, is this the meaning? I said, God, this is how you work. I don't know. There are ways God does things. There are ways God does things, and in his ways it may not seem straight, it may not seem nice, it may not seem beautiful, but he's really doing marvelous things. It may not be smooth. It depends on your waking life, but if you can understand him, you see how God functions, you see how things happen. So that was when I knew, oh, God has really answered my prayer. Not just that, like I told you, I asked for something. Then was when I was about to go back to school, and as I was about to go back to school, my dad doesn't want to train anymore in school. He told me that he will be training the others. I said, okay, no worries. So, but I took everything to God in prayers. I didn't, in as much as it seems like I was worried a bit, because then I didn't save up anything. In terms of what the little I was being paid, the person I was doing, I couldn't save anything. So, but that was the only worry I had. But I put everything to God. I said to God, I want to go back to school. In as much as I know my dad, I said he will no longer train me in school. No worries. But I trust you. I need you to give me a job. But I don't know how it will be. Your will, let your will be done, but I want to go back to school. However, I go back to school, I don't care. What I know is that I want to go back to school. And I know that was the only thing I asked God in prayer before my husband came for my hand in marriage. And when he came for my hand, when he now came and started saying things about prayer, that was when I know, I'm like, okay. So God answered, and I asked him, how did you know God answered our prayer after my taken? That was when he now told me, I'm not the only one who prayed out here. And I'm like, what? When he said that, I said, really? He said, I told him, okay, can you tell me who prayed about me? He started listening. He told me the one in Nigeria, the other woman in this, the other, and they all got the same thing. They all got the same thing, the same answers. I said, Holy Spirit, and I said, oh, I didn't really show me this. I do not have a confirmation of my own, but he showed me in a vision. We was in the kitchen, nearly wedding down and cooking, and someone came behind me and called me from the back, and I told it was him. So I said, oh, I do not know, but this is what it is. So this is a tip of an iceberg of testimonies I have based on answered prayers. God answers prayers. There are a lot of them, but I know I'll still make another. There will be another opportunity for us to talk about prayer. There must be another opportunity for us to talk about prayer so that we get to know more and how to get closer to him. Because to be honest, God wants us to be close. Like we want to be close to our children. Like we want to be close to our spouse. Because when you are close to them, you will not be lonely. You will be loved, and they will love you forever. And you will love them also forever. That's how God is forever there. God is forever in us. His love for us is unconditional. So the point is very clear. The point is very clear. We need God. We need to get closer to him to be able to do what? To know that we can achieve. Oh, those things that seem hard. Oh, nothing is hard for him. He has done it in the past. He's doing it again, and he's doing it in the future. Nothing is hard for him. Nothing is hard for him. In the past, the Israelites passed through Red Sea. in the middle of a dry land, but the Red Sea was parted for them. In your own life, there are things He's starting for you. I don't know if you are ready. Not now. But my point is very clear. God is doing wonders in your life. Do not give up. Don't use it because of this hardship. Don't use it because of these little challenges the devil is using, the enemy is using to, confuse you to think that God is not working. Oh, God is at work. He never rests. God is at work in your life. You need to know this. You need to get this in mind. God is at work in your life. So let's take a moment to pray together. Oh, okay. If you have a question, I would want you, or you have any personal prayer request you want me to help you in, please drop them in the comment below. Drop them in the chat. Like I said, you can email me at glamour19@gmail.com. Send me a prayer request. We can pray together and help ourselves get closer to God. We cannot just do it with Him. We need His help. He said His grace is sufficient for you. I don't know what you're going through today. Drop your prayer request in the chat box and we will pray about them at the end. Right now, I want you to get yourself together. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know you. I don't know what you're going through right now. I don't know your situation. But He knows. He's there. He knows even in secret places. He knows all things. But He's the one we are praying to. We want to have this connection with Him because we have been through so many challenges. I know challenges are part of life. That's part of life for we to learn more. And this challenge is to make us grounded in Him and be connected with Him. So we're going to pray guided prayer right now. And that is, you repeat after me as I speak. As I pray, Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together today. We desire a deeper connection with you. Help us remove distractions. Oh, okay. Help us remove distractions. Trust also in your timing because your timing is the best. And seek you daily. Strengthen our faith and fill us with peace. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen. I know He has never abandoned you. He has not. He is there for you. He's there for us all. He's there for us all. He's there for us all. So as we are recapping, as we've tried for today, as we are rounding up, today we have covered how to pray effectively. We have also overcome common struggles we face daily. And we have also developed a powerful prayer routine. But there's a question I want to ask you. There's a question I will ask you, and that's, what's one thing you think maybe for today's live section? Drop it in the comments below. Drop it in the comments below. Also subscribe and follow my channel. If you enjoyed this live section, make sure to follow me for more teachings. I teach faith as well, like prayer I just done. I teach on life experiences, our daily activities, something to do daily, personal growth as well, self-development. These are the things I teach. Follow me for more. You can follow me on Facebook as Maryann. You can also follow me on Instagram as Nnaji. You can follow me on TikTok. So remember to share this live video, live session. Share it. Tag a friend who needs to see this message. Sharing is caring, helping others. Join my next live because I'll be having another next live video. I mean, maybe this time depends, but I'll let you know. If you follow up on social media, you can know when that will come up, the timing. But it's the same Saturday. It's the same Saturday. We'll talk on maybe some other things we struggle with in life. It may not be faith-based problem content. It may be something else. But I'm always on social media. You can follow me there. Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. LinkedIn, if you're LinkedIn, not everyone is LinkedIn. So, alright. Remember, one thing I want to leave you today is that you should always bear in mind, prayer is a journey. Prayer is a journey. So keep praying, keep trusting, and watch your spiritual connection grow. Thank you for staying to the end. I'm really grateful. Thank you for your time and effort, and those who participated in the live. Thank you so much. And I will see you next Saturday. But before then, I will see you in other videos. I encourage you to watch my video. There is this latest video I uploaded there. I don't know if you have seen it. I did a new video and dreams. I encourage you to go and watch it. There was dreams. Flying, falling, teeth falling, and so on, and water and so on. You have not this video. You have to go and watch it. To help you, I'll talk more about that. I'll make more videos about the things we did, how to interpret them, so we can get more out of life. So thank you for staying to the end of this video, this live section. I'm really grateful, I'm happy, I'm glad, I'm pleased to have you. It's my privilege to share with you. It's not for me, but I thank you for being here, a special guest. Thank you so much for your time and love and support in this channel. So thank you, and I'll see you on the video. Bye.